best so far, you think?
Well, again, our defense was solid, from the beginning to the end. You hold that team to 84 points, and any team in this league you hold under 90 points, you put yourself in position to win games. And, I thought offensively we got stale a little bit in the third quarter, but for the most part, we were pretty decent offensively as well.
Just JR seemed sluggish maybe with the noon start early, but stuck with him. And
well, I was yelling at him to shoot the ball. I mean, that's what I want him to do, and I got to put him in better positions. Tonight was some hard shots that he had to make, so I got to try to make it a little bit more easier for him to score the ball.
Yeah, Mike, how good does it make you feel when you see Carmelo blocking shots, diving into the stands, and doing those things that maybe we hadn't seen a lot of?
Well, again, I thought he was doing that last year, and, and it's just not Melo. Everybody's got to do that and for us to be a good team this year. I mean, it's just not Melo, and, his job is to block shots, take charges, and loose balls, get on the floor, and everybody's got to do that in order to be a winning team.
Coach, to continue with talking about J.R. Smith, what have you seen in his overall game? Because you saw him defensively in the first half out there. What have you seen?
Well, I mean, he's more in the control. I know shooters are going to take some bad shots. That's just the nature of our game, and I don't mind that, as long as he's out, defending and doing the necessary things to help us win. But offensively, I got to help him a little bit more because he's so talented in terms of being able to create a shot and make shots for himself. And he's capable of getting other people's shots like he did against Miami with the 6 assists. So I just got to help him more.
Carmelo also on the offensive end today seemed to be much more efficient than Friday night. What was your impression on what you saw from him on offense?
Well, again, he's reading the defense and he's taking what's in front of him. Melo don't have to force anything. I mean, he's too good of an offensive player, and he's been great. And he'll continue to be good. For us. I mean, we just got to put him in position, and if he doesn't have it, he's capable of sacrificing the ball and making guys around him better.
Coach, you guys have been preaching the extra pass really throughout training camp, and it's obvious. Is that easy to do with 2 point guards on the floor at the same time?
Absolutely. I mean, especially when you got really 3 point guards that are given. They like passing the ball. That's what they've done in their career, and they also have the ability to score the ball. So I mean, it's really a double threat for our ball club. The difference this year is we got guys that can make plays off the dribble and get other people shots, and that's going to be a key factor, as we move up the road.
Mike, are there any differences in Carmelo's approach to the game on, off the court, in the locker room? And you put any stock into the idea that the Olympics has boosted his game and altered it for the better?
Well, I thought he was great last year before he got to this summer's Olympics. But yeah, the Olympics has a lot to do with it. When you're playing against the best players in the world, and the best players are on your team, they force you to really compete at a high level. And it's been a nice carryover in the vet camp for him coming out of the Olympics because he was in great shape. After leaving the Olympics, and he stayed with the off-season program that we had set up, and it was a nice flow coming into vet camp, and he's looked good all the way through.
Mike, there were times tonight where the passing was so good that, it would open up even one more pass. I think there was one time where Ronnie tried to find Tyson in the post, and Tyson wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
Are there times where there's almost too many open looks or too many passes that they're trying an extra pass here, extra pass there?
Well, as a coach, I thought tonight, there was some shots that I thought guys should have taken, but hey, I'm not complaining. I think when you share the basketball, it becomes contagious, and guys they feed into it, and the fact that we have so many guys that can make shots, you don't know who's going to get you on any given night. So I think it's fantastic that we're passing the ball. We just got to continue to do it.
Mike, how much has having both games be played mostly in the half court been a part of the success of your team so far? It seems like you guys are running and executing half court sets, but also getting back on defense. How much is the half court game?
Well, that's important because I think when you get in a playoff series, you got to be able to do both. Points are hard to come by once you start playing playoff basketball, and so you got to be a pretty damn good half-court offensive team. But I'm not just living. I'm trying to force our guys when we get stops, deflections, block shots, to get out and run, and we got to be able to mix it up.